Hello and welcome. Today I'm adding Snowboard Championship from the Galco Arcade Collection 1 to my ever-growing list where I rank every Evercade game ever. Originally released to arcades by Galco in 1996, as the title suggests, it's a snowboarding game, one viewed from a sort of isometric style view as you ride downhill on a snowboard, obviously because that's what you do in snowboarding. Yeah, I didn't really think that sentence through. Being that it's a sports game, there's not really a story to speak of, and it's one I'd never heard of until it came to the Evercade, so there's no nostalgia either. So let's get straight on to breaking it down, starting with the
gameplay.
It's very straightforward gameplay wise. Make it to the end of the course before you run out of time. Use a button to run, which you use to get started or build up momentum after hitting an obstacle. Otherwise you're just guiding your snowboarder downhill, reading the upcoming turns, following the arrow indicators that come up and turn in the relevant direction. Very straightforward and very reminiscent of games like Drift Out or World Rally Championship, which is also on the same collection. There are 3 snowboarders to choose from, each representing a different country, but the differences do only seem to be cosmetic. And there's 2 difficulties, the beginner mode, which is for beginners and is easier, and the championship mode, which has stricter times and it's what you'd expect.
Graphics.
Snowboard Championship uses pre-rendered graphics to achieve its sort of pseudo 3D or isometric look, and the backgrounds look quite good. You can tell what's supposed to be what, you can see where the obstacles are, and it all looks in keeping with the whole snowboarding scene and snow and mountains and things. Graphics are fine, although when it would have come out in 1996 it certainly wouldn't have been a technical showcase. I imagine there would have been plenty of 3D snowboarding games out at the time. Oh, and the characters are pre-rendered, they look well enough, they animate well enough. Again, it's not a technical showcase and wouldn't have been for the time, but it looks fine.
Sound and music.
The sound effects are decent enough, they seem to be samples with a slightly scratchy quality to them, but it suits the arcade feel. The soundtrack, as with many Galco games, is of good quality. It's energetic and it suits the gameplay, although some of the tracks sound familiar. One in particular really reminded me of Running Free by Iron Maiden.
Overall opinion.
Snowboard Championship is not a flashy game, especially for when it would have come out in the arcades. It doesn't have masses of options. It takes its fairly simple arcade take on snowboarding and makes for a game that's pretty easy to pick up but much harder to master, as it really rewards memorization and general mastery of the tracks, which in theory would be good, but I do have one big problem with it, and this is a me thing or a skill issue, and that is I absolutely suck when it comes to games that scroll down the screen. I always tend to get my left to right mixed up and back to front, and it causes me to crash and struggle with the games and get frustrated with them, and this was no different. But assuming you don't have that sort of issue and you enjoy a sort of time trial racing style game, then you probably could have a lot of fun with this, but it's really not my jam.
Ranking.
Placing Snowboard Championship on my overall list where I rank every Evercade game ever, I've elected to put it above Space Shuttle Journey into Space, but below Hover Bother, placing it at 395 out of 494 games that I've ranked so far. Now, I imagine most people would put this higher, but obviously with my issues with scrolling down on these sorts of games, it just really didn't gel with me, so it got a bit punished for that. Anyway, that's enough for this video, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.